Have you ever felt yourself slowly fading into the background of your own life? It is not that you are not there, but you are choosing to be unseen. The comfort zone is not a sanctuary of peace as you might think. It is actually a prison without bars, slowly erasing your very existence from the world. You walk through the world like a ghost, unnoticed and untouched. No one sees your potential because you have hidden it so deeply beneath layers of safety. Every day you choose the familiar, you lose a piece of your colour, the world moves on without you, while you remain frozen in a silent void. The word invisible weighs heavy on your soul. It is the price you pay for never taking a risk, for never standing up to be counted. When you stop challenging yourself, you stop growing, and when you stop growing, you begin to dissolve into the grey mist of the average and forgotten. Is this the life you imagined for yourself? A life where you leave no footprint, no impact, and no memory in the hearts of those around you. Time is the only currency you cannot earn back. Every second spent in the shadows is a second of your true life that you will never reclaim. Safety is a sweet, seductive lie that whispers in your ear. It tells you that you are protected, but it hides the truth of your confinement. It promises that if you do not try, you will never fail. But it forgets to mention that if you do not try, you never live. You trade your dreams for a sense of false security. You settle for the digital glow of other people's lives instead of building your own reality.
No way,
The comfort zone kills your potential before it even has a chance to sprout. It turns your sharp edges into dull shadows of what they could be. You are like a bird in a golden cage, provided with everything but the sky. The food is plenty, and the price is your very soul. Your wings were meant for the storm and the heights, not for the stagnant air of the room where nothing ever changes or challenges you. Stagnation is a silent predator. It does not attack with a roar. It slowly binds you with the vines of habit and the rot of inaction. The longer you stay, the harder it is to leave. The roots of your comfort grow deep, anchoring you to a life that is beneath your dignity. Do you feel the weight of the days passing by? Each one is a brick in the wall you are building between yourself and your greatness. You're becoming the very walls that confine you. Your identity is merging with your excuses until there is nothing left of the original you. Wake up before the silk becomes your shroud. The comfort you cherish today will be the regret that haunts your many tomorrows to come. But there is another way. A path that leads out of the grey and into the light of truth and self-discovery and meaningful existence. In the garden of the mind, wisdom waits for those who are brave enough to seek it, even when they feel they have lost their way. He approaches the master with a heavy heart, his voice a mere whisper in the wind, asking the question that has been burning within him. Master, why do I feel so invisible? Why does the world seem to pass me by as if I were never even born into this life? The master looks at the fading boy and speaks with a voice that carries the weight of many centuries of understanding and profound human truth. He pours the tea, but he does not stop when the cup is full. He keeps pouring, letting the liquid spill over the wooden edges. You're like this cup, the master says. You're full of your own fears and small comforts, leaving no room for the new to enter. A person who stays in one place is like stagnant water. Water that does not move becomes toxic and dark, losing its clarity and its life. Only the stream that dares to flow over jagged rocks and through deep valleys remains pure and can be seen by all who pass by. Visibility is the result of impact. When you hit the rocks, you create foam. When you fall from heights, you create a beautiful, powerful spray. Empty your cup of the old habits. Prepare yourself to receive the flow of life, even if it means being tossed and turned by the current. The choice between stagnation and flow is the choice between being a ghost and being a hero in your own unfolding story of life. Invisibility is not a curse placed upon you by others. It is a slow suffocation you have brought upon yourself by refusing to move at all. True presence requires the courage to be disturbed. It requires you to step into the torrent where you will be washed clean of your fears. Look at these two paths. One is easy and leads to rot. The other is difficult and leads to a brilliance that can never be hidden. Consider the seed that must break its shell to grow. It is a violent, painful process, yet it is the only way to reach the sun. You are that seed. Your comfort zone is the shell that keeps you safe but also keeps you small, dark, and utterly disconnected from reality. Do not fear the pain of growth. Fear the comfort that keeps you buried in the dirt long after you are meant to reach the sky. As he touches the water, something shifts. He feels the cold, the pressure, the reality of the world pressing back against his very fingertips. Colour returns when you engage, life returns when you act. You become visible when you decide to take a stand and participate in the world. The master nods, for he knows that the realization is the first step toward the transformation that will change everything for this young man. To be seen, you must be solid. To be solid, you must embrace the friction of life. You must choose to exist with every ounce of your being. He returns to the place of his confinement, but he is no longer the prisoner. He is the architect of his own grand and sudden escape. The walls of the comfort zone are only as strong as your willingness to stay within them. One act of courage makes them crumble into dust. He tears through the stagnation. He breaks the chains of habit. He refuses to be a victim of his own desire for an easy, quiet life. Breaking the Ken is a violent act of self-love. It is the declaration that your life is worth more than just being safe and comfortable. Every step he takes is a ripple of light. Every movement is a challenge to the darkness that once held him in its silent, cold grip. The world responds to his presence. Where there was once a void, there is now life. Where there was once silence, there is now song. He is no longer invisible. He is vibrant. He is real. And he is radiating a power that demands to be seen by the entire universe. The ghost of who he was is gone, replaced by the man he was always meant to become. The transformation is complete, and it is permanent. Pavo vungan tuan hong fai la motsukien, jola mot quet jin moin gai, jola ki ban noi kovwa moi thutash moi. He walks toward his future with a heart full of fire. He knows that the road ahead will be hard, but he welcomes the struggle. Let the world know who you are, not through your words of intent, but through the undeniable power of your consistent and courageous daily actions. He reaches the summit of his own fear. From here, he can see the vastness of a world that he once thought was beyond his reach. The horizon is no longer a boundary, it is an invitation. Everything he sees is a playground for his new, awakened and powerful spirit. A new day has begun, not just for the world, but for the soul of a man who refused to stay hidden in the shadows. He's visible now, not because he seeks attention, but because his inner light is so bright that it cannot be contained or ignored. I am here, he shouts to the universe. And the universe responds with the thunder of 1,000 echoes, welcoming him back to the living. Han trin van dam bat jo tu mot buok chan ra koi bong doi. Hom nay, they chon kach jos, in they boy chin van than van jautian. Do not let your life be a quiet tragedy of missed opportunities. Choose to live. Choose to be bold. Choose to be seen by everyone. Because you were not born to fade away into the nothingness. You were born to shine. Stop being invisible. Start living your life right now.